everybody, my name is Shaq and today I am going to be showing you guys how to get through your triple threat offline games as quickly as possible in my own way. I know there's been plenty of ways that have already been told, however, I feel like my way is the best way for people starting off with new cars or trying to get their first wins. It's probably one of the simpler ways. Getting it set up maybe isn't simple for some people. However, the situation of getting someone wide open is very, very easy. A lot of people will tell you just to do pick and rolls with two big centers. It'll work sometimes, but it doesn't guarantee you to get wide open. However, this 9 times out of 10 gets players open. It not only does that, it helps you learn people's jump shots when wide open, so as little contest as possible. I think this method will help you out the most compared to any other method out there. So I'm going to get straight into this. As you can see, I've already gotten 86 wins. I'm going at a fairly decent pace, and the lineup I usually use for this is Damian Lillard, Cliff Hagan, and George McGinnis. Now, this could be done with a much simpler lineup, so I'm going to keep Cliff Hagan in there, but we'll switch out Damian Lillard for a simple emerald point guard like Darren Collison, who you get for 3 tokens at the beginning, and we'll switch out this center for Bill Russell. This should be able to work. 2 emeralds and my shooter, which is going to be Cliff Hagan. I wouldn't recommend going too far down, although you do come up against easier players if you do go to gold. I think if you have a bit more of a faster and athletic big man, it should be able to help you out a hell of a lot more. But we've got Cliff Hagan there, and we've got Bill Russell there. I've got Darren Collison in there as well as a regular ball handler because I don't want the ball being stolen as I'm trying to set this whole thing up. So we go into our triple threat offline game here, and the lineup we are going to come up against, as we've got nothing on the agenda, is going to be DJ Augustine, another Cliff Hagan conveniently, and Ben Wallace in there as well. But we go straight to this screen. So I've got Darren Collison. I'm going to pause it here so I can fully explain everything that's going to happen. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pressing the L1 button. I'm then going to be pressing Cliff Hagan's character, which on this, if I press L1, Cliff Hagan has a little circle above him, so I'll click circle. Now you can see on the right side, it comes up with a bunch of different things to do. I'm going to press receive screen at the top of the 3-point line, because if you do it anywhere else, it may mess it up. And as you can see there, Cliff gets a screen, gets wide open like that almost every single time. It's going to take a bit of time, I think, if you are seeing this video for the first time or seeing this method for the first time to get your players wide open. But this method allows a lot of freedom, because if it doesn't work the first time, usually a pick and roll should be able to get it. So as you can see here, Cliff Hagan, receive screen. If you do it up on the wings, I've noticed that sometimes it messes up. And even here, sometimes it messes up. It literally can just pick and choose when it wants to work. But it gets you a wide open shot a lot of the time. And with a big center like Russell, who's a lot more physical and a bit more athletic and quicker, it means the play can hurry up. And the good thing about triple threat offline is that, yes, this method works, but I would recommend over anything, try and go out in the fast break transition. Do anything you can to get some good shots up in transition. It's not always going to work like there, not a great shot. Thankfully, I've got that quick Bill Russell to help me out. I'm going to try and get Collison back. We're not going to, we'll just run a pick and roll here, but pick and rolls do work. If you're slow on time, I would go with a pick and roll. However, if you are setting up and doing all that, I would recommend doing this method. So I'll show you here on the wing. Sometimes it does have the tendency to mess up. I may not even be able to get it off because it seems a bit long, but Cliff Hagan managed to get wide open there. The play actually did work, but just that receive screen for some reason works really, really well. I don't know whether the pick and roll is just a bit more clustered, so it makes it a bit more difficult, but they usually try and go under those screens on the wing, which I don't know whether it is a mechanic on 2K's end or not, but this receive screen has worked wonders for me. So again, I go up to the top, wait for Cliff Hagan and Bill Russell to go down. Cliff Hagan will get that screen, and just there, Bogdan Bogdanovic, I think it is, or is it Bojan? I think it's Bojan. No, it's Cliff. What am I talking about? It's Cliff Hagan. He went under the screen again. I don't know why they keep doing it, and sometimes they do go over it and ruin up the play, which I'm trying to kind of show, but I mean, if it's going to keep working, I'm going to keep doing it. But we play good defense there, and we'll do it again just for good measure. But as I said before, if you do want to try and get the transition points quicker, you can see right there, it does have the tendency to mess itself up sometimes. I don't know why it does that, where he'll just randomly cut across to the other side. But then again, Cliff Hagan's still getting himself wide open. Hence why a lot of people do like the pick and roll a lot more than this method, because it happens quicker. It happens quicker. But this, almost 100% of the time, guarantees a wide open shot, which I like a lot. It really doesn't take that much extra time, and it takes a lot less time, especially if you were to be missing a lot of those pick and roll shots. So, Cliff Hagan again, receive screen, Bill Russell go over there. You'd think that the CPU would start being adaptive at this point, but this game just doesn't seem to happen. There are games, and I'll tell you over and over again, there are games where the CPU just kind of read you. There's nothing you can really do to stop it. It's unfortunate sometimes. However, at the same time, if you're playing good defense and you're doing enough on the offensive end to kind of help yourself out, then at the same time, it won't matter too much with the pick and roll side of things. But the good thing about triple threat offline this year is that it does take a bit of skill. However, it is very open. It is very open to exploits. You can find ways. But here we go, transition 3. I'm going to see whether Cliff can hit that one. It's a bit of a moving one, so we can't get that one, unfortunately. But Cliff gets the ball straight back. So we'll set it up just one last time. Cliff Hagan, only 9 seconds left. Please don't mess it up now. Yep, he's taking the screen. And yep, Cliff has taken it. Bang, just like that. Thank goodness this year open shots go in a lot. But you can see right here, game stats, he's 7 for 10, only missed 3 shots. That game went pretty quickly. I think it went less than 5 minutes, which is always good at this stage of the year, because a lot of people last year, it was live and die by Curry. And this year, you can't really do that. Even with pick and rolls, the CPU can, you know, check or wait for those screens, especially with the right defender. They wait for those screens and go over the top of them and stop you from shooting that wide open one. Force you to take a 2, which may take a little bit longer. This one, for some reason, works really, really well. So I'm hoping you guys got a lot out of that. But as I mentioned, the method is L1. Click on your shooter, which either is circle, X, square, whichever one you've chosen to be your shooter. You want to make sure that they don't have the ball when you press L1, otherwise it will only give you the option to give and go. You want your ball handler to have the ball as you're doing the setup. So, L1, for me, circle. I then wait it out, wait till the screen is given as they receive the screen, and then wait till they're open for them to receive the ball and catch and shoot with an open. It happened pretty much every single time I did it that game, so I'm pretty happy with that. That went really, really well, but I really do hope that you guys got a bit out of that, because it's something that I managed to find, and I think I'm very surprised I managed to find it so simply. Usually I'm waiting for videos like this, or I'm finding that it's something as simple as just catch and shooting with certain players, but this year there is a way around it. There is a way around just a simple pick and roll and hoping that they don't go over it. So, hopefully you guys found that video helpful. If you didn't, leave some suggestions, leave some constructive criticism. Anything like that is very, very much appreciated. So I thank every single one of you who tuned into the video, and I'll see you all hopefully on a future video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.